I've had several questions from multiple clients here lately asking about how we can take a list like on this requisition, send it to a vendor, and then combine it against the links that the vendor has. What's the easiest way to do that? So there's multiple ways to do that. You could do a manual combine thing here. I personally think that's a little bit more difficult to do than some of the other ways. I'm going to show you a way that I suggest quite often. I'm going to first go into maintenance and pricing maintenance. And I'm going to create an option here that has no links. I'll explain why here in a few minutes. I'm going to go to pricing type maintenance. I'm going to copy the warehouse. So we'll go new. I'm just going to call this initial run. And copy it from the warehouse option and go add. The reason I'm going to do this is I'm going to create it with 0 links, and so when I do an initial mult using this pricing maintenance, then it will give me no links, and then I'll plug in what I want. It's just a time saver is basically what it is. So you'll see how that works here in just a little bit. So I'm going to go into initial run, and what I'm going to do on the beams is right now you'll see that there are links from 20 foot to 60 foot in 5 foot increments. So I'm going to go up to pricing and global edit. I'm going to take all the grades, all the sizes. I'm going to set links. And just notice I have no links right here. I'm just going to hit save. So basically all of these sizes now, when you look at these, they have no links over here. So when I go back over to my list here, I go up to requisition and combine, then go mult nest. What I'm going to do on suppliers for my beams, since that's all I had on my requisition, I'm going to use that initial run. And what you'll see is I'll immediately get a list of, when I go mult nest, I'll immediately get a list saying, hey, I couldn't combine anything because I got no links to combine against, right? So all that is just a time saver to get where I wanted to get here with just an uncombined list in the combining run. I could have used the warehouse option, would have gone through and suggested links and done its mult. And if I have a long list, sometimes that could take a little bit. I just wanted to immediately get to here because now what I want to do is go to this combining run drop down and go to run specific pricing maintenance. So I've got all these links right here, right? And I sent them to the supplier, and they said, okay, here's what I got for you. So now what I'm going to do is take that list and just plug it in. So I've got a quantity of 1, 8 at 24 at 35 foot. Put that in. Then we'll go to the 12 at 14s. I'm just going to go down through here and plug in what they gave me. 112 at 14 at 40 foot. And then the 14 at 22s. I've got, 1 at 25 foot. And 21 at 44s. We have 6 at 55. Now, many people may not have ever put in a quantity right here. That quantity will restrict the software to only using a certain quantity of the certain lengths. Rather than just putting in, let's say I had 5 55s and 2 20s and 3 35s or something like that. Instead of just putting those specific links with no quantity, by putting the quantity in there, it will restrict it to exactly what they have on hand, and it won't give me unlimited of any certain length. So I've got these plugged in here now. So when I close this down, I can go back to combining run and say recombine all. And now what it's going to do, are you sure you want to recombine? Yes. And do I want to save? No, I don't want to save this. What it's going to do is it's going to recombine against all of those quantities and links that the vendor gave me. and now I've got it combined just against the list that they gave. So I'm going to save displayed results and close, and it changes it here on the requisition. So just as an overview, I created in pricing maintenance, just for ease, I created a specific pricing maintenance option that has 0 links. That was that initial run thing that I did. Then I came over here and I combined against that initial run, and it gave me no options. So I then went up to the run specific pricing, plugged in the quantity and links that the vendor gave me, recombined all, and now I have everything combined against those links. So if this helps, let me know if you got any questions in the comments.